Question from Jeffrey. Jeffrey is asking how much extra cost and time is needed for a non-stock tartan.
Non-stock, as in
how does he
needs to be
define that?
custom woven.
I would assume custom woven. He doesn't specify here. Yeah.
If you need to have a tartan custom woven because it's not available from any of the mills, then we do offer that as a service, as do many other companies. Generally, the turnaround time on the actual weaving of the cloth, it depends on the mill. If you're looking for just enough for your one kilt, then there's really only 2 mills that'll weave small enough lengths for a single width, just one kilt length. Turnaround time is generally around 8 to 10 weeks-ish for those 2 mills. If you're looking for a custom weave of a large bolt of cloth for a huge group of people, then turnaround time can be anywhere from 8 weeks to 12 weeks, really depending on the mill. On top of that, then you have to add the time it takes to actually make up the kilt, which is generally a week or 2, just to work it into the production schedule once the fabric gets here. But yeah,
Cost-wise?
Cost-wise, good memory. Cost-wise, anywhere from, we just changed the whole structure on it. I think we start the 5-yard kilt is $900 up to like a premier 8-yard kilt's like about $1,100 or so. It's very, very time intensive, labor intensive. Think about it this way: the majority of the time to weaving a fabric, or not the majority, but a good amount of time in weaving fabric is actually setting up the loom. Because you have to, basically count off all the colors, have all the yarns coned up, feed them through the entire machine, warp up this big, long, piece enough for your single kilt length, weave all that in, tie off each individual thread to the existing ones that are in there, and then start the weaving process. So setting up a loom takes a lot longer. Now, a mill is going to be a lot more expedient than we are, but it takes a lot longer to do. And then effectively, once it starts, it's kind of a push a button and it goes for, modern looms.
Yeah.
So if you add the human element, the time it takes to set up the loom, it takes effectively the same amount of time to set up a loom to do 8 yards or 500 yards. So you have to take that human that you're paying money to and take that money and extrapolate it over either 8 yards or 500 yards. And that's why it costs a lot more for a single width for a small short run than it does for, buying a couple bolts of cloth.
Yeah, if you have a family or a club who want to do this and they all want the same kilt, then economy of scales will be working in your favor. On a slightly more positive note, financially speaking, I would say don't be too quick to assume that the tartan you're interested in is not being woven somewhere. There are other resources for checking it, but I do highly recommend checking the Tartan Finder on our website. It's very well laid out in terms of all the associations of sept names and clan names and alternate names for tartans. And it may be that the tartan you're looking for is being produced by somebody, and you don't have to pay that really high custom cost for that. So that's the thing. And if you do have trouble finding it and you want to do a custom weave, obviously we're willing to answer questions directly through email if you want to pursue it.
Yeah, a lot of people, just to touch on that, we often get questions that people just like you will say, nobody has my clan. And I say, what clan is it? And they'll tell me what it is, and I'll be like, yeah, it's right there. I can get it from Loch Heron, or I can get it from House of Edgar. It's just their old and rare collection, but it's available.
Right.
Or people have asked me often, you can't get my tartan. It's a Welsh one. What's the tartan? Davies. Yep, we can get that every day, all day. Yeah. So it's not, and this isn't trying to mean meant to be a plug, but some people, for whatever reason, think that their tartan, is not available, but it is. So, as I said, or as Eric said, check on the website, and it'll show you basically what mill and what weights of fabric that the cloth is available in.
Yeah, sometimes it's like, I think Grandpa has said, we could never find our family tartan, and that was back in the day when maybe there wasn't the number of mills we have now who are available to make the stuff, and it wasn't in high production.
Or he only checked one mill.
Or he only checked one time, or it was pre-internet, so he didn't have the ease of checking.
Yep, or they're only looking for less expensive cloth, or they're only looking in 11 ounce or something like that. Yeah. So there could be other reasons why they're not seeing it.
Yeah. The mills want your money. So it's more than likely it's out there.
Yeah.
In most cases.
Cool.
Yeah.